Coming up next on This Week in Torrance, South Bay restaurants will soon have to work harder to get a green stamp of approval.
Then we'll tell you which new eateries are coming to the boulevard.
Plus, a record-holding NASA astronaut stops to visit high schoolers.
And we'll tell you what measures were taken to offer a safer shopping experience at the Torrance Farmers Market.
These stories and much more are just seconds away.
Your local news starts right now. Hello, everyone, and welcome to This Week in Torrance. I'm Jin Chun.
And I'm Ben McCain. Thanks for joining us. Here are your top stories. Torrance is getting a head start on smoothing out roads for the summer. Torrance Public Works crews were busy across the city kicking off the Slurry Seal project, which is a preservation treatment for asphalt paved roadways. The first step in the process is for city crews to repair or remove any tree root problems. Once this is done, the Slurry Seal, a mixture of liquid, asphalt, and sand, is thinly applied to the surface of roads. An average of 3 million square feet of residential streets in 3 to 5 neighborhoods are Slurry sealed each year. It is known to be one of the most versatile and cost-effective methods of maintaining roads.
ExxonMobil is under the spotlight once again by federal authorities. Cal OSHA recently issued 3 citations with proposed penalties of nearly $72,000 for ExxonMobil's lack of action to repair faulty equipment at the Torrance Refinery for 4 years. Authorities say this situation exposed workers to dangerous chemical leaks, which could have resulted in possible injuries or death. Cal OSHA first opened an investigation against Exxon after a hydrofluoric acid leak in September of last year. Investigators discovered a leak that was only temporarily remedied from a previous leak back in 2011. The most recent citations show that Exxon did not take proper steps to address problems despite hazardous conditions. Cal OSHA says ExxonMobil alleviated the leak by the faulty clamp within 48 hours of the release. These citations are not related to the refinery explosion last February. Cal OSHA helps to protect workers from health and safety hazards on the job across California.
The local fire department simulated a fire scenario to better their skill set. Torrance firefighters took advantage of this soon-to-be remodeled home. Nearly 20 firefighters were involved in the training exercise as they went through the motions of putting out a structure fire. Authorities say it's a great opportunity to strengthen different techniques they would need in this type of situation. Firefighters cut holes in the rooms for ventilation, practiced forced entry through windows and doors.
This represents a rare opportunity in that we get an actual structure to train on instead of our training tower.
Fire authorities say thanks to the partnership with the city's planning department, they're able to utilize training locations like this home.
Getting an environmentally friendly stamp of approval will require more work for restaurants here in the South Bay. Beginning in April, the Clean Bay Restaurant Certification Program will have new inspection requirements for restaurants. The program is a partnership with the Santa Monica Bay Restoration Commission and cities across the South Bay, including Torrance. Restaurants are recognized for proactively preventing pollution from going into the beaches. The new inspection checklist will now include whether a restaurant is implementing a local and/or certified organic food purchasing policy, and the different ways they are sustainable through recycling, water conservation, and the non-use of plastic bags. Restaurants play an important role in reducing ocean pollution by properly disposing of waste, keeping their facilities clean, preventing spills, and making environmentally responsible choices, just to name a few. The State Water Board provided much of the inspection improvements and is looking to work with restaurants to be more proactive in implementing clean and green practices. For the first time, restaurants will also be able to display an actual decal in their window.
The Del Amo Fashion Center announced some new hot spots coming to the boulevard this summer. South Bay shoppers will soon be able to have more food flavors to choose from. Pop Bar, Lemonade, and Luna Grill are set to be opening in the newly renovated shopping center. Pop Bar is a gelato shop with a twist that will offer customers handcrafted natural gelato on a stick. This summer, Lemonade, an upscale cafeteria-style eatery with a marketplace feel, will be opening shop as well. They sell a variety of healthy options along with California comfort foods. Plus, in the Lux Court, Luna Grill will be offering shoppers fresh Mediterranean food that will make your mouth water. They use only natural and locally harvested ingredients. They hope to open in July. The Del Amo Fashion Center celebrated its grand opening with 100 new stores last October.
And with 2016 in full swing, the Torrance Rose Float Association is already looking forward to next year's creation. At the most recent City Council meeting, council members unanimously approved an agreement between the City of Torrance and Fiesta Parade Floats of Irwindale, nearly 40 miles northeast of Torrance, for the design, construction, entry, display, and operation of the Torrance Float in the 2017 Pasadena Tournament of Roses. Fiesta Parade Floats has been the city's float builder for the past 20 years. The theme for next year has already been chosen and will reflect echoes of success. The Torrance Rose Float Association also announced that they will be working with Torrance high schools to come up with a conceptual design for the float. They hope this will encourage more youth to participate in the Rose Parade events. It is estimated that nearly 42 million households in the United States watch the Rose Parade live.
8 lucky students from Torrance will soon be traveling to another country this summer. The Torrance Sister City Association selected students to take part in their cultural exchange program to Kashiwa, Japan, Torrance's sister city. Students will visit Kashiwa for 3 weeks in July and will live with Japanese host families during their stay. The annual program helps to promote a stronger understanding and friendship between the cities of Torrance and Kashiwa. The students selected are Anna Wheeler from South High, Derek Kido from Bishop Montgomery, Erica Clark, Miwe Maramura, Gina Shetty, Ashley Kang, William Fu, and Sarah Donaldson, all from West High School. To qualify, applicants needed to show interest in learning about Japanese culture, express how they would benefit from the program, and be able to host a Kashiwa student in their home during the summer as well. Over the past 40 years, the Torrance Sister City Association has sponsored hundreds of exchange students. Well, still ahead, local college students blast off rockets, all in the name of science. We'll take you there.
Plus, Torrance's South Bay One-Stop Business and Career Center is looking for job seekers. But first, here's a look at your 5-day forecast.
To Maddie, congrats on paying off all those student loans.
Finally, right?
How'd you manage that anyway?
I started tracking my spending, changed a couple of habits.
Wow, I'm kind of living paycheck to paycheck right now. I don't even know how I'm doing it.
Well, have you tried saving a little?
I want to, but where's that money gonna come from? Bill collectors, they're the worst. Am I right?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind.
Not home.
Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
Michael Adams?
Here.
Michael Adams?
Here.
Michael Adams.
Michael Adams.
Students who miss 18 days of school in any grade risk falling behind and not graduating. Absences add up. Keep track at boostattendance.org today.
A 4-year-old Torrance resident will soon show off his talent for the whole world to see.
Some skills take years to master, unless you're born with them.
How long have you been playing?
Look at those fingers move. People are calling Evan Lay a child prodigy. Recently, Lay was selected to be on Steve Harvey's newest show called Little Big Shots, which introduces amazing young talent on the NBC network. Lay started studying piano in 2014 and since then has proven his unusual talent to remember pieces of music quickly. He also composes his own work. He will appear on NBC's Little Big Shots in April.
An annual art exhibit is back in Torrance displaying the beauty of pastel work. It's the 7th annual exhibition of pastel artwork from members of the Pastel Society of Southern California. Nearly 100 paintings by nationally recognized pastel artists as well as locals from the South Bay are displayed at the South Bay Lexus Service Center on Crenshaw Boulevard. Paintings were awarded in various categories including wildlife, portraits, abstract, and the Best of the Show award went to David Wolfram for Monterey Dunes. The Pastel Society of Southern California started by a group of artists to help bring pastel enthusiasts together and educate the public. The art exhibit will be displayed through April.
A county-wide employment program received $60 million recently to continue helping job seekers and employers. The grant money will benefit businesses and people right here in the South Bay. Torrance CitiCABLE reporter THIS Ahmed tells us this story.
Since July of last year, more than 19,000 job seekers have walked through the South Bay One-Stop Business and Career Center, hoping to get closer to finding a job.
The individuals are gaining work experience that they couldn't gain otherwise. And what happens is, once they give individuals a chance like that, what they find out is that they're just like everybody else.
Now represented by the South Bay Workforce Investment Board, the South Bay One-Stop Business and Career Center opened its doors with this new partnership in 2015. Their focus? To prepare job seekers with resume workshops, training programs, and creating opportunities while even assisting businesses.
We're going to bend over backwards every way possible to make sure that they are successful.
One of the many successful programs includes the Transitional Subsidized Employment Program, which provides businesses with labor at no costs and priceless work experience for the employee.
It's a win-win situation. It's money that couldn't be spent any wiser to get people not at home, put them in jobs.
CEO Jan Vogel says the recent funding will help continue building relationships with businesses for the next 3 years.
We're able to take individuals that are on public assistance, and they're referred to us from these various county offices, and they're referred to Torrance Center as well as other one-stop centers, and we place them with nonprofit agencies as well as private for-profit companies.
This program is 100% subsidized through federal dollars, allowing the Career Center to cover all wages and benefits for employees. Each individual gets paid minimum wage and can work up to 40 hours a week for 8 months. The Torrance Area Chamber of Commerce is just one nonprofit organization that takes advantage of such a program.
One nice thing for a nonprofit, most of us are just running on our coat strings. And to have an individual that is going to be here every day working with you and your staff, there's nothing better than that.
Donna Dupron, the president of the Torrance Area Chamber of Commerce, says they have had 2 great employees through this opportunity.
One of the reasons that it's so beneficial is that they do such a good job of training them and screening them before they even reach our desk.
Since the program's inception, the SBWIB has served more than 27,000 participants.
We've had some great success stories, and they've gone on to a wonderful position.
A partnership that Vogel says the Career Center has been building to keep businesses and individuals thriving.
And they're going to get a job, and they're going to help Torrance, and they're going to work here in Torrance, and that's what we're all about.
For Torrance CitiCABLE, I'm THIS Ahmed.
Thanks, Hiba. For private businesses, the center pays wages for the first 4 months and reimburses the rest for 60%. The SBWIB serves 11 cities.
El Camino College hosted an event that hoped to spark more interest on everything science. In remembrance of the Space Shuttle Challenger accident 30 years ago, El Camino College put on the Onizuka Space Science Day event honoring astronaut Ellison Onizuka, who lost his life along with 6 other crew members. He always encouraged youngsters to strive and achieve their career goals. The event featured hands-on activity and demonstrations in astronomy, physics, and chemistry for the youth. Robots were also a big part of the day.
Kids right here showing them what like science is all about. This is a simple experiment that we're doing, but everybody seems all like amazed and inspired by our work.
El Camino College students also showed off their water rockets in hopes of getting the younger generations more involved in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics.
When I was in high school, I was a part of a rocketry club, and that's what ultimately inspired me to become an aerospace engineer.
Female astronaut Sunita Williams also led a presentation for the students. Williams spent 322 days in space.
And astronaut Sunita Williams also made a stop at North High School. Students across the Torrance Unified School District learned about her experiences in space and asked questions. Williams holds the record for total spacewalk time by a female astronaut. She was part of Expedition 14 and 15. In 2007, Williams participated in the Boston Marathon while on her space mission. She talked to students about past journeys to space. One student asked her about her first reaction to seeing the Earth for the first time. Williams also says one of the most amazing moments was watching the Northern Lights from her viewpoint. She hopes sharing her journey will inspire future generations.
By 2030, sometime in the 2030s, we actually have people on Mars. That's what I see. And I think there's no technical reason we can't do that.
She also brought some space memorabilia with her to gift to North High School. Her American flag badge, which she wore when she flew on the Space Shuttle Discovery Flight 116 in 2006. Williams also visited Jefferson Middle School later that day. An 86-year-old woman with a rap sheet is on the run once again. Doris Thompson, also known as Doris Ann Gamble, most recently is suspected of stealing a woman's purse in late February. The victim's purse was taken from her office in the 3400 block of Lamina Boulevard. Gamble is said to have entered the suite, took the purse, and then removed a wallet. Torrance police say Gamble is a repeat offender and has already spent decades behind bars. In 2012, she was arrested for 8 burglaries at doctors' offices in Torrance. She is known to ride public buses and stay in local hotels while on the run. Now, if you have any information, call Torrance Police at 310-618-5645.
A new safety project is finally completed at the Torrance Farmers Market. Last year, the city awarded a construction contract to begin the installation of fixed bollards and manual retractable ones. 118 fixed bollards and concrete wheel stops have been installed between parking stalls, along with 39 manual retractable ones located in the car aisles closest to the market. These can be raised during farmers markets hours and lowered when not in use. The bollards provide a perimeter for the farmers market and replaced the K-rail barriers that were there before. The goal of the project is to increase security and protection for shoppers. You can find them at Wilson Park's parking lot at 2200 Crenshaw Boulevard. The project cost approximately $190,000.
Flashlights and battery packs are being recalled by local business in Torrance due to possible fire hazards. Pelican products are taking nearly 3,800 flashlights and 150 replacement battery packs off the shelves. Pelican 9410L flashlights equipped with lithium-ion battery packs that contain shrink-wrapped cells are included in the recall. So far, Pelican has received 2 reports of overheating battery packs. The company says to stop using the items and contact Pelican for instructions on making a return or exchange. You can contact Pelican Products at 866-273-5422.
A local nonprofit organization president gets an honorary title. Donna Duperon, president of the Torrance Area Chamber of Commerce, received a surprise phone call when she was told she would be named Woman of the Year by California State Assemblyman David Hadley. The award was started in 1987 by Assemblywoman Bev Hansen and Sally Tanner, who noticed that the California legislature had no events planned for Women's History Month. It led them to celebrate contributions made by women throughout the state. Hansen and Tanner arranged to invite one woman from each Senate and Assembly district to come to the Capitol and be honored for their accomplishments. The women selected are recognized as Women of the Year in a formal ceremony on the floors of the Senate and Assembly. Duperon will make her way to the Capitol soon to receive the award on March 14th. This yearly event is sponsored and organized by the Women's Caucus.
The South Bay One-Stop Business and Career Center in Torrance is calling on job seekers. The center will be hosting a career fair event for candidates who are interested in working at duty-free shops located in the International terminals at LAX, where there are numerous job openings, some specifically for bilingual Mandarin and English speakers. They will be interviewing candidates that have a passion for customer service, retail, and are eager to grow with the company. Now, if you have 1 to 2 years of customer service experience in this industry and strong communication skills, stop by the Career Center. This career fair takes place only on March 16th from 9 a.m. until 3 p.m. They're located at 1220 in Gracia Avenue. For more information, call 310-680-3830. Bring two copies of your resume.
Toyota is now designing much more than just cars. Toyota's robotic division has a new product in the works that could possibly help those who can't see. It's called Project Blade, a wearable device that helps guide the visually impaired through indoor spaces. The sneak peek of the product shows the technology as something which looks like a non-plush neck travel pillow. It has cameras that Toyota claims can recognize escalators, stairs, and even doors. To top it all off, the device will also have voice recognition features and buttons that let users interact with it. Doug Moore, manager of Partner Robotics at Toyota, says the company has a role to play in addressing mobility challenges. The goal is for the product to eventually incorporate mapping, object identification, and even facial recognition technologies. Toyota also is developing a strap-on robotic leg for people who have lost the use of their limbs. Well, still ahead, we have some exciting events you won't want to miss.
And the one and only Colin Kushner has some sports news coming right up.
We'll have that and much more still ahead. But first, here's a look at the current weather outside.
Minds can achieve anything. We make sure they get to college. Federal student aid provides more than $150 billion in grants, loans, and work-study funds to make college possible for anyone with the mind to get there. Because if given the chance, minds will do great things. Federal Student Aid, proud sponsor of the American Mind. Learn more about money for college at studentaid.gov.
Welcome back, everybody. Here's some events happening this month. The Torrance Theater Company will perform their newest production called The 39 Steps on March 18th. It's a fast-paced mix of a Hitchcock masterpiece with a spy novel twist. The show will begin at 8 p.m. at the Torrance Theater Company. Plus, the annual Spring Arts and Crafts Fair by the Torrance Craftsmen's Guild will be back. It will feature unique handcrafted items from more than 50 Guild members. Admission is free. And before we go, we have a sneak peek at the latest sports desk with Mr. Boom Sauce, Colin Kushner.
That's right, Colin. What do you have for us?
Thanks, Jin and Ben. Welcome to Boom Sauce Land, everyone. We have a jam-packed show. Once again, my allergies are acting up again, which means one thing and one thing only. Baseball is finally back, and the South Spartans are ready for another monster season on the diamond. Tune in for all of this. CIF Southern Section highlights from the hardwood and pitch, and plenty more marinara sauce. That's 4 and 9:30 p.m. right here on CitiCABLE. Boom Sauce! Jin and Ben, back to you.
You know, I love his energy. I really do. Thanks, Colin. Well, that does it for us on This Week in Torrance. I'm Ben McCain. If you've missed any portion of our show, you can catch us again at 11 a.m. and 6 p.m.
And I'm Jin Chun. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you next time.